Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Hardcore Ironman Series. We got a lot to mix up today, but before we get into it, did you guys know that over 80% of our viewers aren't subscribed? If you enjoy the videos and you want to continue seeing more of the Hardcore Ironman Series, please consider subscribing. As always, you know we're kicking things off with a farm run to start the day, and we just hit 83 farming, getting very close to being able to enter the hardest area of the farming guild. During my farm run, I noticed that we were stacking up quite a bit on herbs in the bank, which means we got a lot of Herblore XP that we can get. But before we could do that, I actually needed to make sure that I had the tertiary ingredients needed for the Avento potions so that we could make some more super energies. So we are in Mortmire, stocking up right now on the Mortmire Fungi. That way we can get some good herb XP out of the Aventos and have more super energies on hand. And that should about settle us for the Mortmire Fungi. Puts us right at 200, and we have enough to make about 198 potions total. Prepping up a bunch of the unfinished potions right now so that we can make more regular potions. We can be making, obviously, prayer pots. I think we have some super strengths to make, and we're also going to be cracking out a bunch of those super energies as well. So it's going to be looking really good. We might even have, oh yeah, look at that. We got a bunch of supplies as well for super attacks too. So it's going to be looking really nice. We are going to get quite a bit of Herblore XP off of this jump. We're making about, give or take, 35 or so prayer pots, which is really good because we haven't been using prayer pots. We've only been stacking them. And honestly, Moonlight Moth mixes have been saving us because I'm already over 200 prayer pots just sitting in the bank. It's going to be so good when we start to use those. And this should be the last inventory of the super attacks. We just made about 140 super attacks. The XP is actually juicy. We might get a level out of this. I don't know if we're going to get a level. We're getting very close to one, though. I believe we're pushing 64 Herblore, maybe? Yeah, not too shabby. We actually had a good amount of supplies for super strengths too, so I decided to make a bunch of those as well. Might as well go through all the herb. Usually what I end up doing is I stock up a ton of herb supplies, and then I'll just make a bunch of potions all at once and see how much XP we end up getting. Honestly, I think we are going to get a level up here, though. We are very close. Yo, those super energies were so juicy. We're just about wrapping those up too. But the super energies are very juicy. Honestly, very happy to have these super energies in stock because we are going to get a lot of use out of them, especially while we're questing on this account. Yeah, we didn't have a crazy amount of supplies for super restores, but I figured, hey, we're close enough to the level. Let me boost, and then we'll be able to go ahead and make those into super restore pots. So I did have about 18 of the red spider eggs, so not too bad. Good little bit of supplies there. The restores are really nice. Again, it's kind of like with the prayers. We're just stocking them up right now. I'm not going to use them anytime soon, but I do like having super restores on hand. So it is very good. I kept forgetting I had all those stats to finally finish out Fairy Tail Part 2. So we're finally going to get that done. Main reason why we're getting it done is because you get actually a little bit of herb XP for completing this one. So that's the whole reason I'm even here to do it. Oh, mystery box. What's inside the box? Nothing. Nothing was in the box. I wasted my time to do that. Easy 3,500 XP for Herblore. Honestly, not bad, dude. It was very quick. It didn't take us very long. We were pretty much already mostly done with the quest anyways to begin with. And we even got some thieving XP for it too. Stacking up on some red spider eggs because we actually have a lot more snapdragons in the bank than I realized, and I want to be able to make these into more super restores with a little bit of boosting. So what I ended up doing was coming here to the Forthos dungeon, which is one of the best red spider egg spawns in the game. Honestly, low barrier to entry, and there's a ton of spawns, and then you just world hop and get more until you're full. And then there's a very close by bank as well at the Hosidius kitchen. So very good spot to stack up on the red spider eggs. We ended up hitting 63 Herblore when we finished out Fairy Tail Part 2, which means I no longer have to boost to actually make the super restores, which just makes this that much easier and the XP that much better. So we only had about 30 or so that we could make, and we're just kind of stocking it up. I think we're going to be done with herb after this, though. We kind of rinsed through all of our supplies now. We don't really have anything left, which means it's time to basically start stocking up again for the next Herblore dump. Oh, I feel like it took forever just to get 4 of these Golanova fruit tops. I was hoping I could get more, and I was hoping it wasn't going to take us too long. Not that I'm really going to be using them right now. I'm really just stocking up on them so that I have them later whenever I want to boost Herblore to make more potions. But man, it took forever just to get a handful of these. Super restores were actually crazy XP, along with some other potions that we were making. But because I made all of those super restores, we ended up pushing our way out to 64 Herblore, man. 64 Herblore and 1,475 total level now. So we are 1475 W milestone and W level up. His boy was ready to go, which means more farming XP for us. We don't need the bucket anymore, but I do consistently do Hespori just because of all the seeds that you're going to get from it, and the farming XP is really, really good. And I'm a farmer, so on my way to 85, 12k farming XP per Hespori, absolutely worth doing them still. Even if you don't want to do them just for the seeds. But look, we ended up getting 3 Quorum seeds out of that one. Like, that's solid herbs. Normally, when it comes to trees, I just pay to get rid of them, and then I replant the new tree, but this is a magic tree, which means you get magic roots, and I know we're going to need some magic roots later on down the line for Herblore, so I had to cut that thing down. It took a little while to cut it down, and we only got 2 logs out of it, but damn, at least it's done now, and we did get a couple magic roots, so that's good for the stock. All right, we're getting very, very close to the 85 farming, and so I kind of want to make a little bit of a push for that. I have all of these tree seeds that we've just been kind of sitting on. I don't really do tree runs too often. We'll do like hardwood trees whenever they're ready, but other than that, I haven't really been pushing any trees. So right now, we're going to be making some mahoganies, and we're going to be prepping these teak seeds. We have a bunch of yew seeds and a bunch of papaya seeds. And we're just going to get all these saplings prepped so that I can start doing tree runs. With those tree runs, that'll help us push into 85 quicker. Not only will we be pushing into 85 quicker, but once we get into that side of the farm guild, I can also get the spirit tree planted there as well. Now, I could boost to get the spirit tree planted early, and I might end up actually doing that. But for now, the goal is just hitting 85. All right, saplings made and watered, and we can put the rest of this away for the run now. Finishing up the run with a seaweed run, but we did get all of our trees planted. We ended up resetting the hardwood trees. We ended up planting a bunch of yew trees, and not only did we plant the yews, but we also did papaya trees. I believe we did about 4 fruit tree patches. So within a day or so here, we're going to actually have a ton of XP coming. And obviously, we're keeping up with the calquat trees. As long as we have calquat seeds, I'm always replanting those so that I can keep that XP coming as well. We are going to be 85 farming before we know it. I went to go start cooking all the buons that I fished the other day, and I realized I never actually learned how to cook buons the normal way, and I'm wasting away cooking poison buons. What in the world? I don't know how I forgot to go and do this important step to be able to cook buons, but we're gonna go do that now so that I can actually cook these buons and use them as food later on. I'm pretty sure this is the guy that we have to talk to. Yeah, this is the guy that we got to talk to. There we go. That's all I had to do was just go and talk to him, and then that was it. Like, we learned how to cook buons the right way now. Like, all right, sweet deal. Yeah, it's right. It's almost like we never even cooked those poison buons. We're actually cooking buons now. This is going to be really, really good XP. I have a boatload of these to cook. I'm hoping this will help us crack out our 70 cooking. We have a long way to go to get to 70 cooking, but 70 cooking is very important because then that means that's the last level requirement that we need to finish up Recipe for Disaster, which also means that Barrow's gloves are right around the corner. Wanted to make sure I had some combo eats to go with it. We just hit 60 cooking, but we had to cook up these swordfish. I don't have a crazy amount of these swordfish in the bank. It's just whatever I have left over from Temperos. But I did want to get those cooked so I could combo eat them with the buons whenever we do like Slayer and things of that nature, or even bossing. But hey, 60 cooking already. We're on our way to 70. Ding, already 61 cooking, dude. The levels are going to be flying in. Before we get to cooking all those buons, I am going to go through the rest of what I had from Temperos, like I was saying with the swordfish. So we're cooking the bass now. We're almost done. I might have some lobsters to do after this as well. But once we're done with all of the food that we have left over from Temperos, we'll use the buons to get the rest of the way. This is the inventory that's going to get us to 64, baby. Still going through that Temperos food, though. We did a lot of tempo. I kind of forgot how much we did. Ding! Hey, there's the level up to 64 cooking. Let's go. Not bad. All these cooking level ups have been getting us a ton of TCG points to open up card packs, and hopefully we can pull some more godlies. Now, I know you guys weren't too thrilled with all the TCG, but that sucks because I don't care. I like TCG, and we're going to be opening TCG packs. On a side note, though, we did just hit 65 cooking, so no, honestly, we're not going to go too crazy with the TCG stuff. Seriously, don't worry about it. Every now and then there might be a little bit here and there, but it's not going to be anything too crazy. It is something I think to be expected, though. It is the hot new buzz, the hot new craze, and a lot of people do like it. And I am a trading card game fan myself, especially when it comes to like Pokemon cards, so I like it as well, and I do like to open them from time to time. I'm just going to apologize in advance. I am so sorry, but heck, Kevin. Oh my God. I don't know what happened to me, man. It's like all these youngins hang out in the stream or something. It's not even true. It's not even true. It's all adults. I've seen the demographics. Our main demographic is literally like age 25 to 34. I don't know what happened, dude. The brain rot is taking over. Can't forget about the Kingdom and all of this nonsense. Got to make sure we got plenty of GP in Kingdom. Adding another 75k to put the coffers back at 750k. And we have to add more on top of that because it's not going to operate the way we want it to without having more than 750k in there. I'm officially broke GP-wise, which means we have to figure out how to go get more GP. If you couldn't tell that this was a cooking episode by the thumbnail, did you even look at the thumbnail? On a side note, though, seriously, we are on our way to 70 cooking. We're very, very close to another cooking level up. Boom, there it is, 69 cooking, the other sick number after 6-7. Still working through these wands. We still have 2,000 raw wands to cook. We're actually going to get past 70 cooking. We have quite a bit of cooking XP coming up out of all these wands. The good news is we aren't going to have to worry about needing food on the hardcore for a little while. I think it's going to hold us over for a good bit. Yo, let's go! 70 cooking! Which means next episode is probably going to be Recipe for Disaster so we can go get Barrow's gloves. There's no reason to hold off anymore. We have all of the requirements possible to get it done. We still have just under 1,700 wands to cook, so I am going to finish out cooking these wands. As I did say, this kind of is the cooking episode, but it won't take us too much longer, and the XP is pretty thick. Dang, 72 cooking, and we still have some wands left. I didn't think we were going to get this much XP. I mean, we started at 59 cooking. Now we're at 72, and we got wands to go. We'll probably end up knocking out at least another level if I had to guess, like finish out around 73 cooking. But hopefully we don't burn too many wands. We haven't burned too many yet, so it's been looking really, really good. And the more that we have cooked and not burnt means we have a lot of food to hold us over for a while. A 73 cooking, and it is the end of the wands. We actually don't have any more to cook. We got so many though. We're actually chilling. I don't even know the next time we're gonna have to worry about going fishing. We have no reason to go to Temperos right now. We got no reason to go normal fishing because we have a ton of food, other than just needing something to do AFK while working on stuff. Sure, maybe, but for right now we're chilling. Yeah, it's a new day, which means another farm run. Of course, it's the start of the day. We got to go and lock in on the farm runs. But I noticed we're about to get a magic level on this teleport. Yo, the XP is actually crazy how close we are. 66 magic from a teleport is absurd. I wasn't even really paying attention to it too much. We've just been doing all different types of stuff. And yeah, magic was just that close. And with the teleports from our farm run, we ended up hitting the level up. Let's go, baby. 66 magic. It's Kingdom collecting day. Sheesh. Look at that. Not too bad. Nothing too crazy. We didn't take too long to collect this one. But another 1,200 teak logs to add to our stack and more herbs. And you guys already know I said we were stocking up on herbs. So we're not going to turn those into potions anytime soon. At least not for right now. But I did get some GP. And we're throwing more into the coffers. So the coffers are going to be a-okay for a little while longer. I'm not 100% sure exactly how many teak logs that we have. I know we're going to need about 10,000 total for all of the construction that we've got planned. We need a lot of GP before we can even get there. But we're still stacking up on those T-Quags. Yo, hardcore Iron Man potion stack reveal. Look at this potion bank right now, man. 400 super strengths, 800 super attacks, 115 super defenses, 70 super restores, over 200 super energies. We're sitting on over 200 prayer pots. Honestly, our potions are looking so good. We are going to spend a good portion getting Scurrius kills for the Alks mostly. I still don't have a spine, and a spine would be really, really nice because it would just make these kills much quicker and much more efficient. Not that I'm like this crazy efficient guy, but I absolutely would love to get a spine here. I've been throwing a lot of darts at these baby rats while killing Scurrius to avoid having to take the damage from them, and it's not going well. We're burning through our darts, which I would love to use those for Hespori versus using them here. But the main thing out of Scurrius today is we're looking for Alks, and if we get a couple medium clues, that would be really, really good too. But the Alks are going to be the way that we get our GP so we can keep our kingdom going. Yo, we just hit 66 defense and 84 combat. Not really too worried about the combat level because nothing too crazy going on there, but 66 defense puts us only a handful away from being able to wear Barrows gear, and that means before you know it, we actually have a reason to start going to Barrows and getting Barrows loot, and before you even know it then, we're going to be in full Barrows gear doing moons. So yeah, we're progressing pretty quickly, and Scurrius is going to help us with all that defense XP, no doubt. Yo, we are getting healthy. 68 HP. That's right, 68, not the one before or the one after. 68 HP. We are getting very healthy. Scurrius is phenomenal for that. And we just got some Chaos Runes. 70 Chaos Runes is a thick drop, dude. I'll take Chaos Runes any day of the week. We're looking for Alks, Rune Battle Axes, and Rune Square Shields. But hey, 70 Chaos Runes is pretty nice too. Yo, Mr. Count Check right on time. We were just about to enter Scurrius, dude. Chat, you already know. AIH, always in Herblore, baby. Great Herblore XP. I was literally just about to hop into the rat chambers as is. I'm so glad he popped up before we got in there. What a W lamp. Hey, a Rune Square Shield, dude. That is a thick elk right there. That's the GP that we're looking for. We need more of those, though. That's not enough. We need more, but that is exactly what we're looking for here at Scurrius. Yeah, and I was just talking about it. I was literally just saying how I was burning through these darts. Thankfully, I actually had a good amount of iron ore in the bank, so we just quickly superheated some iron ore into iron bars so that I could turn these into iron darts. We're burning through those dart tips very quickly. The only good news about this is that we're going to get some okay fletching XP, but like, damn, dude, I really don't want to run out of supplies for darts. Not that it would be hard to make a bunch of these iron darts again in the future. It's very easy to get iron ore, very easy to superheat it into the bars and just make another 500 darts for Hespori kills. But still, if I don't have to do that, if I don't have to spend the time doing that, and I can save them for Hespori, that would be way better. Hopefully soon we will get a Scurrius spine though. I have over 40 KC right now and not a single spine drop. Pretty sure the spines are only like 1 in 30, maybe even more common than that. So the fact that we haven't seen one's pretty unlucky. Fastest part is adding the feathers to them. Very quick, very easy. We have 500 more arrows to work with, or 500 more darts, I should say. That will last us a good little while. I don't think we'll go through those too quickly. Dude, 49 KC and we still don't have a spine. They're making me go through the slog for this thing. Maybe, right? No way, dude. 50 KC. Make that 50 KC and no spine. At some point, I'm going to have to see a spine here, but this is kind of crazy. I was super lucky on my GIM here, so not getting one on the hardcore when I could really use it kind of sucks. Hey, 66 strength. 1500 total level. I know we were working on the defense level to 70, but I was very close to the strength level, so I decided just to crack out the strength. We're still going to be working on finishing up defense to 70 and getting strength to 70, but what a juicy level. And 1500 total already, man. I feel like we're flying in the total levels here. Very good progress on the hardcore, and honestly, I gotta say, hardcore is surpassing my own expectations for myself right now. We're making it pretty far, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Hey, our first medium clue from here too. 53 kills to get our first ever medium clue from Scurrius. You know we gotta stop what we're doing and go do this thing. Surely we can fully complete a medium clue, right? I mean, at some point, I'm probably going to have to consider farming medium clues so that we can actually go and get ranger boots. But since we are on the topic of doing a medium clue and we're running this one right now, would you guys like to see me stack a good chunk of medium clues, like say maybe 50 medium caskets, and then do a big medium casket opening for the series? Or do you not care how I do them as long as I work on them and get towards getting the ranger boots? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and we'll see what we end up doing when it comes down to that. If we get enough good feedback, we might just end up getting a big stack of medium clues going, especially sooner rather than later. Right now, though, I've kind of just been putting it off, and as we've been getting the medium clues, I've just been going and doing them if we can fully complete them. And if I can complete them, you know, we open up the loot and see what we get. Not a bad step, a quick Lumbridge Swamp step. I always like this one just because it's very close to the Lumbridge TP. I love clues that are fast to do. You know, like I don't want to say I'm a big clue guy, but on my GIM, I love doing hard clues. But hard clues eventually got really annoying because they were always sending me into the wilderness, and I was having to take off all of my clue setup just to go to the wild to do another clue step. So it's kind of been a breeze not really doing anything in the wilderness on this account. So when it comes down to clues, I really only run mediums right now. If I can do a hard clue, I try to, but it is really hard to do them when they're always sending you to the wilderness. Thank God for spirit trees. Now, this isn't really a bad step, but it's not a very fast step per se, just because I had to go and run from the monastery over to the spirit tree, take the spirit tree to the stronghold, and now that we're at the stronghold, we're running over to the clue spot, which is in the pen with the terror birds, as long as I don't go the wrong way on the way there, which I did. I missed the bridge. Sometimes I do that. I kind of forget that the bridge is a little bit further back to actually get to that spot, so now we kind of have to run all the way down and around. There we go. Surely this is the casket spot, right? Like, I mean, if it's not the casket spot, like, then what is the casket spot? No, I'm pretty sure this is the last step that we have to worry about, though. Hey, easy casket, easy medium clue. What do you guys think we're gonna get? Hopefully we get something good. I don't know. Hey, maybe we get ranger boots here, and everything we were talking about earlier with the stack of 50 mediums is irrelevant now, because we're about to get the ranger boots right now. So we were able to finish this medium clue, but I did have one in the bank already that I wasn't able to do. I think that's the one that wants me to go to Troubled Tortugan Island, the Isle of Tortugas, and I haven't started any sailing yet, so I'm kind of just holding on to that one because it is a relatively easy step to do. And since we have clue stacking, we can actually get more than one medium clue for now, so it's not too bad. I dropped that one while we did this clue, and then we just put it back in the bank. All right, the moment of truth. What? Yeah, I mean, it's like it's good, but it's bad, but it's like bad mostly for us. Like, the Addy is just basically Alks, and I like GP, so we're happy with that. The 10 swordfish is kind of whatever because we don't necessarily need that, but food is food, and that's always good. What the hell am I gonna do with a master clue, though? We're never gonna be able to complete that, at least not for a very long time. What are we gonna do with this master clue? A little bit of a wind down with some TCG opening. Oh, no way, dude. Guthin's Helm foil. Now, the only reason why this is even a big deal is because the only item I need to complete Barrow's Green Log on my GIM is a Guthin's Helm. That's the first Barrow's card I end up pulling on the Hardcore Ironman for TCG is the Guthin's Helm. It's like the game is mocking me or something. Watch, we're going to get to Barrows, and one of the first Guthin's pieces I'm going to pull is the Guthin's Helm. And then I'm going to be kind of upset. Not that I've been like crazy dry or anything on my GIM at Barrows. I have 550 KC at Barrows, and I'm at 24 out of 25 when it comes to the Green Log, which is really, really good. But Guthin's was also the first set I was going to complete on the GIM. Quite literally, it was the first set I got to 3 out of 4, so it's kind of crazy to see that I still don't have the Guthin's Helm on the GIM account. And I think that is going to be just about it for us today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. This was episode 20 of the Hardcore Ironman series. And yes, I know it's very repetitive if you watch every single video to this point, but It's working, so we must keep doing it. As always, you guys know the deal. We're going to be recruiting for our clan 27 gang. You guys are more than welcome to come and join the clan. And in fact, we encourage you to come and join our clan. It is growing very, very, very rapidly. There are so many new hardcores in the clan. There are so many people joining, and it is a great place to get awesome information on your hardcore, tips and tricks on how to level up or what to level up on. And not only that, but unfortunately, we have lost some hardcore Ironmen in the clan since all of these videos have gone down, and it's been a kind of a funny thing to see. Not that it's funny to see, haha, you lost your hardcore, but it is content at the end of the day. I'm sure the whole clan is getting a kick out of seeing who is alive and who is no longer alive, and who's running it back on another hardcore after they lose their current hardcore. Other than recruiting for our clan 27 gang, you guys know the deal. I stream on Twitch and Kick 6 days a week, as always, and we may be adding YouTube into the mix with that very, very soon. So if you guys like YouTube and you prefer to stay on YouTube, you may just see me live over here as well. Other than that, you know the deal. New episodes come out every single Monday at 7:30 a.m. CST. And as always, a massive thank you to our YouTube members who go above and beyond to help support the channel in ways more than just watching and commenting on all of the videos. Thank you so much for being YouTube members, and welcome to the YouTube membership team, HCIM OSRS, our newest addition to the YouTube members. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Cannot wait to continue bringing you guys more of the Hardcore Ironman series. And until next time, I'll see you all next week. Peace.